Surprise! I got an extra video for you where I'm going to give my thoughts on the Outlander episodes we've seen so far and what I hope to see in the episode to come. Hang tight, that's coming up. Let's go. Hey guys, it's Marsha and welcome to Really Seriously For Real. Welcome to all my current subscribers. Yay, we hit 2,500. And for everyone just passing through, feel free to hit that subscribe button and join this great group of friends, because that's what this channel is all about. I figured today would be the best day to chat about the culmination of the Outlander episodes that have aired so far. We kind of left on a cliffhanger with Roger finding out Brianna has jet off to find her parents and most likely took an express ticket through the stones. That was episode 4, and the episode that I think was a little bit better than the previous. I think the music, the interactions, the emotional connections they displayed just seemed to check all the boxes. But the more I think about all 4 episodes as a whole, the more I believe they're really missing the mark of greatness here. And I'm not the only one. I read every comment, good or bad, whether it's about me or the show. Many of you have felt the current season is lacking in the following ways: adaptation of story, budget, and chemistry, which when you add it all together, that doesn't speak well for the current season. I still believe season 1 is the best season. Season 2 is a close second. The first half of season 3 was great, and then the second half, it lost a little bit of its luster. And I've heard season 4 categorized more than once as straight boring. They're literally losing steam with each season. Let's talk about a few of these concerns. Adaptation of story. Most of you know that the show came first for me. If you want to know the short story, feel free to check out day 1 of my fake 10 days of faves, because you know there was only 7. I'm not a book reader, though I have read some thanks to Audible. Feel free to check out the links down below in the description box where you too can purchase the Outlander series in book form or in Audible form for yourself or for gifts, because it is the holiday season. Otherwise, for me, it's very hard for me to sit still long enough before I start hearing ma, ma, ma from the kids. I started reviewing, recapping, breakdowning, however you want to classify what I do here, Outlander episodes last season based only on the show. I like being surprised, not knowing what's to come in the story, and I have to wait each week for the next part to unfold. I'm looking at how does it translate on screen? Are they giving me a proper story? Do character motivations make sense? And am I feeling connected emotionally? Like, how easily am I checking out? First episode was baseline for me. I accepted the fact that we were catching up with the characters and setting up the story, and then of course the shock at the end. I personally love the music playing over the scene, but it was about a 50-50 split of those who loved it and those who hated it. And then there was an altogether separate section of people that were just downright done with the show. Said that they were just never gonna watch again. Maybe a bit extreme, but do you? I'm not judging. And let's not forget the rings. No, actually, in fact, let's forget it. That's dangerous. Second episode, we met Jocasta, and we were very quickly thrust into the uncomfortable worlds of slavery, which I was fine with, but I was completely turned off by Claire's one-woman assault against the world. I'm sorry, she's not on my SWAT team. Everyone else is crouched down on the perimeter waiting to infiltrate. Claire's like, screw this, as she pulls the pins from the grenades and start lobbing them at the bad guys, going full on Rambo. And then episode 3, which I deeply apologize because I haven't responded to hardly any of the comments on that video. Between Thanksgiving and being under the weather, it just didn't happen. But I read them all, and I appreciate all of you enlightening me to many of the character or story motivations. That episode was another 50-50 split when it came down to Roger. And I feel like the writing got sloppy, where they were counting on viewers to know the story and character developments over the books instead of properly setting the story on screen. And then this last episode was much better, where the story wove itself through an intricate maze of character and story development. Budget. If there's one thing I see a lot of in the comments, is how noticeable the CGI and the wigs are. I'm still laughing at the comment where someone referred to a wig as the Frodo wig. You know who you are. I told you I read all the comments, even if I don't get a chance to answer them right away. And it's true, she did look like Frodo. The wigs aren't the best quality this year, and the CGI has been so bad. So bad, in fact, that production is getting in on the joke. Episode 4, Claire comments on the scenery around them, saying it's so beautiful it's hardly real. yeah, you nailed it. But let's face it, sometimes I compare this show to Game of Thrones. Mostly because they're my two favorite shows of all time. But where they differ greatly is their budget. With Game of Thrones spending feature-length film money on each episode, Outlander, it just doesn't compare. I.e., no real bears. Which, like most of you, I agree that none of the actors would want to actually be in the same space as a real animal like that. Okay, chemistry. Yes, yes. I feel like the chemistry has changed between the actors. Especially much of the sexy time seems to just be thrown in there. Like they gotta fill a quota. I'm personally okay if they don't show sexy time, if that means I'm gonna get good story and well-rounded story. I mean, these actors, they've been working together for a long time and they're supposedly really good friends, if not best. I don't really follow all the news stories, so you won't necessarily see like Outlander news on this channel unless it's big. But Katrina is engaged and Sam is dating someone, I think. It's only natural for the chemistry to change a bit. These folks are also trying to establish movie careers as well, though I'm not saying that they can let Outlander falter. But here's hoping that things will pick up. In the next episode titled Savages, the official synopsis states, Claire's medical expertise proves invaluable, but she begins to fear for her life when tragedy strikes her patient's household. Jamie and young Ian travel to a nearby town to recruit settlers for Fraser Ridge. Through the promo for the upcoming episode, we see poor Roger piecing the puzzle together of where Brianna went to, or when. Claire is the dividing line between other settlers and their native friends. We even see a brief conversation between Claire and Adawehi, where Claire mentions she has a daughter, but she's far away. Is she though? Is she? Because the final scene is Brianna walking towards the stones. So here's hoping we get a well-rounded, exciting, and emotional 5th episode. Let me know your thoughts on today's video and give it a thumbs up if you like these types of things. And then hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Now is the best time. Lots of new things are about to roll out. Thanks for watching. Until next time.